voices inside my head. See voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog. We fighting above the law.
That was the wrong intro. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever the hell.
Cheshire, Shannon. I was trying to confuse you, make you guys think, wait, what channel are we on?
You guys know that she deleted my intro
It was an accident.
off of StreamYard,
No.
so now I gotta find it and put it back on. Hey, Half Pint, Bronco fan, Supergirl,
Silver,
Frankie,
yeah.
Phoenix.
Very cold in Scotland. Oh shit, Jan.
What's up, Jan?
He's gonna make some coffee, coffee.
Coffee and TrueCrime. Hey, yeah.
You guys super chat. MrsCher gets a jelly bean.
No. How's the breath for? It's better. I can't taste it. Last night before I went to bed, I could still taste it. It's driving me nuts. I almost lost it. I'm never playing Bean Boozled again. Holy. Those things are from the devil.
So funny.
Decaf.
Gross. Baby, make me another one after you.
Okay. Where's the scooper?
Oh.
Supergirl got the robe on too, so bring coffee. Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I woke up like super early this morning.
Yeah.
And then I went back to bed for a while. But yeah, I just got up not too long ago. There's like, we should go live and do coffee again. Alrighty.
Yeah, because I missed everybody.
Yeah.
Justice for the voiceless. Gotta have caffeine, otherwise it's not coffee. Exactly. I don't understand it. I don't. Weird.
I can't do caffeine in coffee because it makes me all like jittery and stuff. Dizzy. It's just not good.
The one that stuck in his mouth was Dirty Band-Aid. How do you say this name again?
Indigenous.
Indigenous. I'm calling you Indy from now on.
No.
Why?
Indigenous First Aboriginal people. Don't call her Indy.
I am just saying hi from now on.
Changing lives.
What's that other word?
Can we discuss the drunk club? We can discuss whatever you want.
Yeah, respectfully, anyway. He needs it. Good morning, Jessica Moon.
Good morning, Jessica. Broken dishes. It's not strong enough that your heart skips a beat on the first sip.
That's that Colombian coffee. You guys don't want to see me on Colombian coffee.
And get Juan Valdez up in here.
Kelly Bird, good morning.
Okay.
They're spelling it out for me. I love that. Where'd that go? Oh, indigenous.
Yes. There you go.
I can't. I can't.
She just can't do it, guys.
It's like Don Bon Jovi. I can't. Like,
Don Bon Jovi.
unless you say John Bon Jovi slowly with me, I can't get it out of my mouth. Don Bon Jovi is what comes out all the time.
Don Bon Jovi.
Don Bon Jovi. And then what's that other
Japanese covers.
What's that other word?
Linguistics.
If you say it normal, you can't say it. I can't.
He's adorable. Hash brown 405.
Hash brown, me too. Send it to the internet.
I'm doing about 2 cups of coffee.
Me too. And funny.
It's funny because it's true.
Funny because I'm in Gina. What? In Gina.
Holy.
I'm done now.
I can't say Roy. 3rd cup. Holy, Jessica.
Can't say Roy. Well, now I need to hear you say Roy. How does it come out? Ray?
Right.
Ray! Ooh, 3rd cup of coffee. See, those are my people. I need like a pot of coffee every day.
3rd 20-ounce.
Whoa!
Oh, Columbine. True crime slip.
Columbine espresso.
It's deadly.
It's got a lot of shots in there.
Oh. Okay, we're both going to hell. We should not have said that. It's so bad. I apologize. Oh yeah, that'd be funny to say, and then realize no. People actually died.
Or did they? See how I say that one?
Bam. All right, so now I gotta make a coffee for the missiles.
With caffeine.
Yes, with caffeine.
We equals Roy. We. Oh. Oh, Jonesy said that's probably the funniest thing I ever heard Miss Cher say.
Are you saying I'm not funny?
No.
I think that was a burn. He's not funny. He never said anything funny.
I don't know. I laugh all the time.
Yeah, she kind of gives me like a false sense of confidence that I am funny because everything I say, she's laughing.
I eat weed all the time, so he's hilarious. Fuck you, Cher. Autocorrect. Wait, what? Oh, that's the. It was me. He's the one who mentioned it. Why is your phone autocorrecting to Columbine? Curious. All of ours probably does.
Yeah. We're all true crime.
We type in mud, it autocorrects to murder.
Email it. Here's your.
Sunday.
Exactly.
Hey, coat of many colors.
She's
laugh.
getting a Prairie Boy 7-7 mug.
Sometimes I even chuckle a little. Yeah, you have to. Because I talk about it often as I went to school there. Oh! I'm sorry.
Oh god, this just got worse.
That just.
Now I legit feel bad.
My mouth gets me into trouble sometimes.
Also gets her out of trouble. Hey!
My phone autocorrects hello to jerk. What the fuck? You're a jerk. Jerk. Hey, Char.
What's up, Cher?
You're singing sounds. What?
Coat of many colors. Hey. Phoenix Mac.
Jessica Moon is not singing sounds.
Such thoughts back over in South. No, we didn't change. We don't change time in Saskatchewan. We stay the same all year round. All right, that was that was pretty good. I gotta admit.
coffee. I ate my breakfast, which was a muffin, a lemon poppy seed muffin.
It's kubita.
No kubita.
Chit.
Wait, there might be kubita. 10 milligram CBD, 10 milligram THC. Ooh, you want a muffin?
Why am I still getting a whiff of that Bean Boozled stuff when I come down?
I don't know. I showered last night. Not me. Yum! Leftover pizza for breakfast. That's the breakfast of champions right there.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Thank you, baby. You guys, it's so yummy. Every day before he goes to work, he brings me one of these coffees in bed. I'm lucky. Unless he's pissed off at me. Then I don't get it.
Okay.
Yes, I noticed.
Well, sometimes I'm running late. Oh yeah, I get the mustache.
Just teasing me, baby.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
How many of you guys know about the Travis Scott concert? That's what I'm doing on Totally Blunt tonight. I am telling you that it is definitely Illuminati sacrifice. People getting sticked with needles, guards trying to stop the damn stampede from happening, getting sticked in their neck, drugged, and passing out.
Jesus.
Like, it's wild. I think there's 9 people dead, 13 in the hospital. Blood, they're calling it, there's blood sacrifice. But anyways, there's tons of signs that I've seen when I looked, because my friend Taylor did a short on it, so I started looking, and then a couple comments come in like, are you going to cover this on Totally Blunt? Or a couple people emailed me too. So yeah, I'm going to do it tonight. And there's a couple clips I'm going to show you with the like Illuminati, Freemasons, and actually I just found the headquarters of the IRS has the exact same thing I'm about to show you guys tonight, how the black and white checkered flooring ties into all of these damn cases that I think are Illuminati. John Benet Ramsey, kitchen floor, black and white checkers. Freemasons headquarters, black and white checker floor. Kardashians house flooring, black and white checker. We all know those cases, that case. And then the Illuminati headquarters. The Freemasons and Illuminatis actually at one point were adjoining together. So both black and white checker floors. And there's a few other ones too. But and a couple of them high profile murders too. The Kardashians, Robert Kardashian did the O.J. Simpson. And then John Benet Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. And
Is Travis Scott the one who made the satanic Nike shoes?
no, that was Lil Nas X, I believe. Had a drop of blood in them.
The Columbine boys had checkered flooring too?
Did they? Black and white checker flooring? See, that's little things that people don't know. Courthouse meant, yeah, and the IRS has black and white checker flooring. The headquarters of the IRS, you guys, it looks very much like the Freemasons headquarters, the IRS headquarters. So that's weird, and I'm going to show it in the video tonight.
Courthouse has it. Holy.
That's the establishment, you guys. Look for that flooring. You know that they are part of the family, the establishment. And
Lil Nas X made those shoes.
yeah. My family X, just like the laundry family. I want to see the laundry's kitchen floor. Kimbers, I got your email, but I don't think I responded. But I did read it along with 100 other ones. I'm sorry.
Fun fact: the Kardashian house with the checkered floor was just a house for filming. They didn't really live in.
Actually, that is true and not true. They didn't really live in it, but they owned it. That's where they made their offices. Kris Jenner does own that building. So yeah, they do not actually live in that building. It's their offices. That's Kris Jenner's offices. So
Hey, Kimbers.
she owns that building still. But you're right. Yes.
Hello, Chastity. Carmen with an E. Skull and Crossbones, the Bush family.
Mm.
Pirates? What are the Freemasons all on? Ex-husband was a Freemason. He was super sketchy and never told me anything about it. I left him after he abused me. Oh, please.
Look into Illuminati because Freemasons have actually branched off from there. They are still, in my opinion, Freemasons are Illuminati, but just like many cults like Scientology, they'll have 7 different, headquarters, whatever, churches with different names, but it's still the same religion. And the Freemasons comes from that branch of things. That's why I made a conspiracy theory channel. Nobody got to really hear all my crazy thoughts and opinions.
Harry, I'm thinking about becoming a Freemason.
Yeah.
Go for it. And you can give us all the inside info.
He just goes for the food.
Free dinner. And yeah, I got a buddy from years back in the biker world. He's a Freemason. And he never really talked about it much. He did talk about it a little bit. But yeah, he seemed like a really good guy. So that was my only experience really with him.
Did you ever ask him anything about it?
No, I didn't really care to. I know he's a really intelligent guy. That's really all I know.
Well, that's supposed to be the point of a secret society. Like a biker organization.
Do only men get to join?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Mm-mm. I don't think that's true. It might have been a thing like generations ago that it was only men to join, but no, I don't think it's only men.
The Freemasons conspired to make my husband chubby.
I mean, because Beyonce.
Hey, Miss Wednesday.
Or the Freemasons, maybe that's their branch where it's only men. I haven't looked. I heard that before.
It's like a club. I don't know. Like on the surface, anyway.
I
don't think it's connected to the military, or at least not officially, anyway.
Well, definitely military is probably involved because military is definitely part of the establishment.
Mm-hmm. Just like the Elks Club, yeah, something like that. We have an Elks Club here.
Okay, so it is men, but it's of every color, every religion, race, age, income, education, and opinion is welcome. So yeah, it is men, but Illuminati definitely is not men, but.
Oh, Kimber's having coffee with us.
Yay!
Nice.
Oh, Jonesy.
My father and pedo grandfather were both high in the Masons.
Woo! Hash brown 405.
There's a women's section 2, Order of the Eastern Star. Okay.
Yeah, definitely, because that's exactly what I believe that NK in the Chris Watts case and Jim and everyone is connected to. So yeah, I do believe that there's definitely like you said, a section at least for women to join or whatever, a different branch for women possibly, or that's a custom of only allowing men to join possibly. I don't know. Harry.
What's an FM Bible, Libby?
Fundamental.
Freemason Bible? I didn't even know they had their own Bible. Oh, right on, Harry. Starbucks Double Shot Energy. I know too much about this shit. I don't know nothing about the Freemasons.
Changing lives. It's not something that's new to me. I mean, Don and I have talked about that a million times. And it's the truth. He does have several alibis, and all Candace has is her mother. He's not lying. And Candace lies a lot. A lot. I mean, they both lie a lot, but Candace lies to Don a lot. And I can see when Don tells me, like, Cher, I go to work, I'm at work all day, and there's been times where, you know, he'll have more money than he thought he had more money, but he'll get to work and they like go buy lunch and she's taking money, but then says she doesn't take money. Like stupid little things that he claims, you know, stupid little things like that where my wife lies all the time. And I know I've caught her in lies because she even used his phone to pretend to be him and then deleted it all so he couldn't see what she said to me. So yeah, I mean, there's games there for sure, but they both do the same thing to each other. It's very toxic. The one thing that Doug did say that I agree with is that they're fire and gasoline together. They're both in the wrong. They're both abusive to one another physically, emotionally. Like they're both born.
Toxic.
Yeah, they're both born into toxic situations alone, and toxic attracts toxic. So.
Still, gee, I think NK was into some crazy shit. Well, you would probably know this. I keep forgetting. Remember that picture of her holding that stone up and there's that village in the background? What was the name of that place? Because they did a bunch of like child sacrifices and stuff.
5,000.
But I can't remember the name of it. I always forget.
I just remember.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised because you don't hear Candace very often. So yeah.
Have you guys not noticed that she does not want anyone talking about Summer, but then she says no one's doing anything for Summer? She tries to silence all of that, though. It ain't Dawn. Dawn wants to talk. It's her that doesn't want him talking about Summer. It's weird, and it's not normal. And it's because she's afraid that he's going to slip up something, and already has. There's a reason, you guys, and it's not because she's jealous of me, like people say, or whatever. It's not anything to do with that. But she doesn't like me because I don't fall for her bullshit. And she knows that. Like, no.
Yeah, she was always like every time we interviewed Dawn, she'd be calling and texting and stuff like that, trying to interrupt it.
And you know what?
And we've heard, I don't know how many times we've heard her yelling at him in the background.
Do you want to know what this chick did though? Like she actually tried to
Machu Picchu, thank you.
She
probably didn't say that right, but that's it.
She tried to get back at me for talking to her husband. So she started reaching out to him, which I thought was hilarious. I'm like, are you serious? And claimed to know she didn't know it was my husband. And I'm like, okay, sure. So then I texted her and I'm like, and whatever I said, and I'm like, that, you know, you're talking to my husband, right? It was so funny. It was funny. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Here, like, I called all. That's a timeout, not a block, really?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, only good for comments. My bad.
Yes, I
Fat
was.
thumbs. Yes.
That. Super jealous. I was so jealous. I was laughing. I was like, you know what she's doing, my babe.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what she's doing. You guys think happened this summer just based on how well you got to know them? Okay, well, I'll give mine first, and then Cher can give hers. And I got no proof of this. I'll take it as fact, but I think Candace did something to Summer, and Dawn helped after the fact. I don't believe Dawn was involved. I don't believe she was sold. I don't believe some stranger came and grabbed her. The only other option for me really is I can't even remember his name, that neighbor. The one who put up a phony alibi pic. He put up an old picture saying he was at this hotel. It might be Dobbs. He put up an old picture saying he was at this hotel, but and passed it off as new, but it was proven that that picture was actually really old. So the fact that he did that was weird. But there's that, and then Candace, I don't buy the whole I took my eyes off her for 2 minutes and she vanished thing. I just don't buy it. I never did buy that. So, yeah.
Morning, Alex.
Hey, Alex. So, honey, what are your thoughts on what happened?
I think Candace done something. To be honest, a part of me thinks that Grandma even knows that, but Grandma's gonna protect Candace. But I do think Grandma's was, or Grandma's, I think Grandma's was
Grimace.
sleeping in the trailer if she really did go to the hospital. We've never even seen proof or anything of Grandma going to the hospital that day, to be honest, right?
Yeah, all we saw was them at Walgreens, I think.
Yeah, so we don't even like, okay, so whatever, if that happened or not. I kind of think maybe she was asleep in her trailer. I don't know. But yeah, I think Candace done something. And then I think Candace drove Summer hurt bad from whooping her to meet Dawn. And I think that Dawn had to help cover it up because I think that they were afraid. Dawn was afraid to bring her to the hospital. And I think that I think that I think they were both harming that little girl in one way or another, and so that I think Candace Dawn hurt her and Dawn had to cover it up because yeah. So anyways, to not get himself in trouble too, right? Because we all know the past shit coming up. So that is in my head. So yeah, I think that they were both abusing her. Candace hurt her and Dawn had to cover it up so he didn't get in trouble for hurting her a different way. And yeah, so that's my thoughts and opinions.
PI for MOAB double homicide is getting satellite images of the crime scene on the specific date they were murdered, to see any vehicles, etc. Can't we get that in Summer's case? Maybe able to. I don't know. But they don't have like 100% of the Earth being watched by satellites at any given moment. So it's hard to say. Maybe the satellite wasn't above that area at the time.
Shaylee, no, we didn't. Can you ask your question again? But yeah, there's I mean, yeah, there's a part of me that thinks that
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Shannon. She got it. Candace hurt Summer, also Beard. Bleeding internally, passed away. Yeah, see that's kind of where I'm at. I really don't think she intended to end Summer's life. I don't think that was the goal. I think it was accidental. It could be way off anyway. It could have been a stranger. Just happened to walk up to the house at the right time. Who knows?
I know that they're holding something on each other. I witnessed the conversation. I know what I heard both of them saying in the argument, calling me to hear it. I know what I heard. They are holding something on each other. So if it's not her messed up, done something, Don has to cover it up to protect his own ass from doing whatever, abusing her in his own way.
That's very possible, April Dawn. Yeah, a hunter might come across it. Jody Sue saying sure to scream, followed by Cash. What did you do? What's your thoughts on that? I'm surprised that wasn't looked into more. I mean, Lawson says that is unfounded, but I think it's No. Bye-bye. Yeah, Lawson said that that's unfounded, which is weird. Do you think Dawn is covering for Candace essay with Hunter? Candace covering for Dawn's history of essay? Maybe. I don't know. There's no evidence of either, so I don't like to jump on theories like that. It's possible. I mean, anything is really. Well, someone should call TBI and ask. Or did the FBI actually take it over? I heard that. I don't know if that's true. Hey, Mandy. The old man shaved. Did he shave his whole body or just outer appearance? I don't know. Yeah, but his beard and his hair, anyway. Want to believe them. If I find out they're guilty, I'm going to be on national news in Tennessee. Did you hear him say he had to sneak to talk to his oldest during visitation?
Mhm.
I heard something about that. Candace did something maybe accidental, and Don didn't know about it at first. That's my theory today. Changes though. That's where I'm at, Alex. Because we do know Don was at work, according to his alibis, the witnesses or whatever. The bit that he left work for like 45 minutes, he couldn't have gotten home and back. So maybe she brought him halfway or something. Who knows? But yeah, I don't think Don was actually the main perpetrator.
Thank you, Emily.
Anything about Prayer Garden
We
and
don't.
Jenna?
We don't watch them. We don't care.
Is that 2 channels?
They bash me all the time.
I don't understand why so many people can gain a popular channel just by bashing Cher. Like, this is so weird. How are people not tired of it yet?
I'm surprised I'm not more popular just because of that. Like, they literally gain successful monetized channels just by hating me. They don't even know me. They just hate me. So no, we don't watch them.
But it's weird, like all the people who love watching that, it's weird that they haven't gotten tired of it yet. Like, it's the same shit over and over.
That's how social media works, I guess. It is what it is.
It's weird. Where do you think her body is? I think it's in the woods somewhere. Pretty far away from their house, though.
I think it's somewhere that Dawn can drive by and see. I think that they would want to make sure that she hasn't been found yet. That's my honest opinion. I think that if they did something to their daughter, Dawn would fit the profile of wanting the remains to be close by, to be able to keep an eye on it, to make sure, has anyone been over there? Has that area been disturbed at all? To make sure his butt is still covered in case he might have to try and move it. In my personal opinion, if they are the ones who did anything.
About the screaming and kind of saying, what did you do? Do you think one of the boys did something and the parents had to cover it up? It's a possibility too. I don't know. I don't think that's likely because we know Candace is a pretty hardcore disciplinarian, let's put it that way. So it could be possible that things just got out of hand. First time being here, just wanted to say I really appreciate your honesty. In such a bad light, haters should pop by and see for themselves.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jan Gran. A lot of them do, but they don't listen. They just come in and say something nasty and leave.
Yeah, I've had a few comments this past week saying like I misjudged you, I went with the crowd, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And they're upset to see that the very people they were supporting like bash me for damn near 3 months for doing exactly what they're doing now. And it is not any different than what I've done. Only they actually have sinister motives because look at yesterday. But I didn't do that shit. So
Yeah, we had Candace and Dawn fighting and all that shit.
hours
We
of it.
edited that out. We didn't want to put that out to, because it's not part of the case.
And everyone dragging me like, why'd you hang up really quick on the phone, Cher? Why'd you hang up? Why'd you hang up when we started hearing stuff? That's because that's exactly why. I was trying to prevent that shit from being aired. I don't find it helpful. But no, it's not news. That's not breaking news and they're just now cracking under pressure. That's been happening the entire time.
I hear you. Yeah. I want to find Summer too. I honestly don't think we're going to find her alive at this point, unfortunately, but yeah, I do want her found. I want this case resolved, but we're not getting anywhere.
I don't know if she's back living at Ben Hill Road or not, nor do I really care because
Hey, Tammy.
she's just a drama stir. I don't know, whatever. No, I don't care. I feel sorry because I can tell that she's been through abuse. I do feel horrible for her and her kids with that, but I also feel as though she's kind of stirring the pot in the Summer Wells world, and I don't like that, but I do feel for the abuse that she's suffered and hope that her and her kids do stay well and safe and does better or gets the proper help that they all need as a family and can bond. So I do feel for her for that, but with the Summer Wells stuff, the things coming out of her mouth, it's like I barely even listen to it because I've caught her in lies listening to it. So I can't, but I do wish her and her children well in life. With the Summer Wells stuff, I can't do that.
Thank you very much, self-made mom, and God bless you too.
Well, that's self-made mom. Wow, thank you. Another one that didn't quite like me until recently, I don't think.
I can't keep track.
She did. Can you be a little nicer to Terry, please? Self-made mom. She really is a sweet lady. That's all I ask. Because I will defend her, but give her a fair chance too, please.
Well, that should be a words of wisdom for anybody. Always give people a fair shake. If someone you like, you enjoy watching, all of a sudden hates somebody, don't just go with it.
Don't be a sheep.
Find out what that person is actually about.
Yeah, don't be a sheep. Or if you're gonna be a sheep, be the black sheep.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
There you go.
Tammy Wells, hi.
Like your beard, thank you very much. I made it myself.
Ange,
welcome to the team. We're a nice looking couple. Because of her.
Mm-mm.
I got an ugly giant head.
Read her comment above.
Okay. True crime movie. Yeah, the problem with watching it on StreamYard is it jumps and then we miss a bunch. I didn't like y'all purely based on your stance on the essay stuff. That's it. Still don't get it, but never hated you. Our stance on the essay stuff.
Well, yeah.
Essay should never happen to anybody.
We don't support essay.
But if there's no evidence of it, we don't.
So now all these other people must be essay supporters too, then, right? We don't support essay. The only thing we were saying is that right now, in the case, Summer is not home yet. We're just saying that the essay stuff should have been on a back burner until Summer come home. We're saying that it because it's not, right? We've talked that up and down for all summer long, right? And where's Summer? Did it help bring her home? Is she here now? Has it brought us any closer? No. So our stance on essay in this particular case of Summer Wells was that it should be on the back burner till Summer's home where we have more answers. Yeah. That's my stance.
And
I think yours.
If Trish or Jeannie or whatever, if they decide they want to go through the charges on Dawn, by all means. We never said we don't want them to do that if it's all legit. But the fact that it came up when it came up is odd.
It was a distraction.
If Don was this horrible monster, let's just say, who couldn't keep it in his pants around very young women or girls, why the hell would they not be coming forward when they knew they had a daughter? See, if I was a victim of SA and I found out that he had a daughter, that would be the day that I go there, because I wouldn't want that to happen to her. I wouldn't wait until she goes missing and then do it. The timing of that is weird. You can hate me all you want for that, but it's true. You know it's true.
If they hadn't said that, would you still have your opinion on what possibly could have happened to Summer? Yes, I had that. It's one of the first things I said to him. I said, 5 years old, right before school.
Oh,
First
that's
thing that
always been a thing in her head, is possible SA on Summer.
Yeah, before it even blew up on social media, it was one of the first things in my mind. I did. I just didn't. I just left it alone, and then all of a sudden, someone came and made it a big deal, and yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Silent. It did take the focus off Summer. That's when it became the Dawn show.
Yeah.
That's the moment.
Yeah.
Robe matches beard nicely.
Mhm.
It does, doesn't it? Yes. This whole ensemble works. I'm like the Canadian Hugh Hefner.
I think she has multiple personalities, but not that she forgets. I think she's just an angry, jealous woman, drunk and sober. I witnessed it. Yeah. Morning, faraway eyes.
And I don't think they ever actually did press the charges. And the stories kept changing too, which was weird. But I don't know. It shouldn't have happened. Whatever happened, inappropriate touching, or if it was worse than that, should not have happened. Yeah, it's hard to Pat, it is hard to watch, like, to look at pictures of someone and see the videos of her in the church and know that she's gone. It does. Yeah, it is hard. Chat keeps skipping. We all made it to Dawn show by watching this crap. If none of us had watched it, it'd be more about Summer. All of us are in the wrong, in my opinion. You got a point, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at first we were just talking the Dawn accounts to try and get more information, but it ended up turning into the focus was always on Dawn. Foxy Lady, that was the party line, but we've heard lots of stuff that wasn't true, because apparently Dawn and that part of the family did communicate some, so they would have known.
They're both cheaters, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
She called me a fat dyke. I'm like,
neither's true.
what the hell she called me? Yeah, she called me a fat dyke one day. I'm like, what the hell, Candace? Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah,
she said, you fat fucking dyke. I'm like, excuse me?
In my opinion, I think he groomed him for clicks. I do think that it was put on a little bit thick. Yeah. And that should never have been the focus. Like, that was not about Summer at all. That didn't help Summer.
Yeah, sounds like she's projecting.
As to why Dawn always speaks and never Candace lets see Summer. Yeah, she doesn't, I don't know if she is hiding stuff. Like, she did that interview with what's the channel called, Interview Room?
Mm-hmm.
She did that, and it was fine. I don't think anyone, well, a few people, but most people thought it went well and all that. But yeah, after that, it was actually after, I think, he did the interview with Dawn and saw how Dawn, everything got twisted around, and and all that. I think that's the moment she decides she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want it to happen to her too. Don said Dr. Phil believes they are innocent. Well, I guess we'll find out when that airs in a couple of days. If she stormed off, I don't think that he's going to think too highly of them.
Because he also told us that he was very upset because they told him that they don't look good. So I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't really,
Yeah, Pat, that's what I was talking about. The interview room. Yeah, at the lake and then back at the house even. Except that bit where he was like, I think Dawn was in that shed. Even though Candace clearly said when he asked if he can look in, she said, you can, but it's a mess. Those were her words. She didn't say no.
You tell him, baby.
That one ticks me off because all you have to do is go and listen to it and you can hear it clear as day. But so many people want to run with that. She said he couldn't look in the shed. No, she didn't. Open your ears. If they cared at all for summer, they would have keep it out of the groups. Yeah, I think at the start, Dom was just, he talked to everyone, like he even said, everyone who sent him a friend request, he accepted. Like at the start, he was just reaching out to anybody he thought would help bring awareness and help find his daughter. But then it turned into something weird. It's just all about Dawn. It's still all about Dawn. Like, other than a few people asking, what do you think happened to Summer? There's been no talk about Summer. I mean, there's nothing we can really say. Like, we don't really know anything. Apparently, she was last seen after 911 was called walking away from her house, according to a news report. That's stupid. Another one, she went missing in May, not June. That's stupid. Like, the news outlets can't even get their shit right, so I have no idea at this point. I think he was trying to make allies so they'd take his side. I think after a certain point, he definitely was. I don't believe initially that was his plan. It's all about him, and he wasn't even there. Exactly. Yeah, why is it all? It's the only reason it's all about Dawn is because Dawn's the one we can talk to. If Dawn never went on social media, it would not be like this. Yeah, it's a dead topic until we hear it. Exactly. That's why Cher's moved on to a different case. And I actually want to move on to a local case here myself. But work has been like super busy. And then we're just doing all these chill talking streams, which I really like. But yeah, I'm going to be tackling a case myself. Jeffrey Alexander. Because I've only started a little bit and I've already heard very, very weird and differing crap. And I'm already pissed off about it.
And it's somewhat tied to Courtney Struble case because it happens to be her cousin.
Yeah, a distant cousin. So for those of you who don't know, Courtney Struble is the local case that happened here 17 years ago that Cher is tackling. And oof, she's rattling some cages on that one. We're finding all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, we're going to do some more interviews.
I'm excited for tomorrow night's interview. First, we have one.
Oh, is he coming out tomorrow?
Bobby, yeah.
Bobby!
Bobby!
Oh, yeah. If you're not subscribed to Voices Behind the Wall, do it. Trust me. That interview that's going to happen tomorrow.
Like the whole case up. I've been holding his interview off because it's going to kind of turn the case upside down.
Is this guy, he does not pull any punches. He is 100% trying to figure out Courtney. So every little piece of bullshit he's finding, he's going to tell. And
he is upset. He
It's
He
going to
has
be a good
believed,
one.
yeah, for 17 years, Courtney's dad is his cousin. And so for 17 years, he's believed his cousin has killed his daughter. And now he still has that on the table, but he is now, after 17 years, questioning now everybody. And he's very passionate about it. I told him he should start his own channel. He's
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you watch the chat. There's going to be other people in the chat, and
Yeah.
there's going to be bickering and fighting. Oh my God. It's very convenient. All the noise from DNC takes attention away from law enforcement, community, and church accountability. Yeah. Like Lawson, the fact that he just went down an itemized list of things, theories that Don said and things he said, like the scream. Well, that wasn't what Don said, but Lawson said unfounded. The search dogs stopped at once they got through the trees to the road. Lawson said dogs can lose the scent when it changes substrate, like going from dirt and grass to asphalt. That's not true. It's they're not going to lose a scent when it's like 100 feet from the house. That scent would still be very fresh and very strong. The dogs would not lose it. Summer got in a vehicle and left. That's if the dogs even track down there. Like with the shit this guy's saying, and then they stopped EcuSearch for coming back for so long.
yeah.
They were doing all this weird shit. It's like they were trying not to find Summer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even know if there were search dogs there. I'll be completely honest. I don't trust shit. Anything that comes out of that man's mouth, I don't believe it. When is that live? Courtney's dad and cousin. Uh, yeah, Courtney Cher's doing that on her channel, Voices Behind the Wall, tomorrow night. It's not going to be Courtney's dad, though. We already did that. That's already up on Cher's channel. This is going to be Courtney's dad's cousin. Or maybe that's what you said. I don't know. I got a glare on here. But yeah, it's tomorrow night, and that's going to be a big one. Like, we might crack that case with people snapping in the chat. I believe the opposite of what comes out of Don's mouth. Can't say I blame you, Cassie. I mean, for the longest time, like, we thought he was this, I'm just a broken man. I'm sorry, poor me. I'm just trying to keep my family together. I mean, we bought that hook, line, and sinker. That's not an easy pill for me to swallow because I'm a pretty good judge of character. And he duped me. Like, we just saw a broken guy looking for his daughter. And he may be that, but what he is now is not the guy he was back then. Maybe it's just the booze and the drugs or whatever, but what if the grandest theory is right? That would be awesome. That's like the best case scenario, that Summer is somehow alive and perfectly fine. She was just taken away for her safety. I don't really buy that, though. Because you know how much, I mean, that's kidnapping, right? So that would not go well for Grandis. RCMP's job to break this case. I don't know what the hell happened with Courtney's case. There's even on her there's a poster offering a $10,000 reward, which we looked into to see if it's actually still active. But even on that poster, they say where she was last seen is wrong. Like the road that she was seen on, it's not where she was. Like even on the poster, they have it. Or they're lying to everybody, saying she was somewhere else and she was actually where that road is, which isn't the vet clinic. I know a lot of you probably aren't following this, but yeah. Second degree felony of most of it, yeah. Kidnapping's no joke, especially if law enforcement went through spending how many thousands of dollars searching for her. It's not like she just took her away for a weekend and brought her home. I heard Grannis was never a mother figure in her daughter's life. She left when they were young. It's Candace's role model. It's sad. Well, both sides of that family have a lot of problems. That's for sure. I pray she's alive too. I don't believe she is, but I do hope she is. Someone say from the Chris Watts case, dogs can lose. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't think, okay, I'm not an expert on this, but I don't believe that they're following the scent that's in the air. I think they're following scent from particles and stuff that have fallen onto the ground. So I don't think the wind would really change it much. If it's super windy, they probably wouldn't be able to track because they'd be getting too much. They wouldn't be able to pinpoint where they're going. But I would think all kinds of factors would come into it, and like how long ago it was. Like if it had been months, like if they tried to track her scent now, they probably wouldn't be able to. Jody Sue recently said Wells boys told her they last saw Summer on her swing. I don't know how Jody would be able to talk to the boys. So that's, I don't know if I'm going to swallow that pill. What do you think about that?
What?
The Jody Sue said she spoke to the boys and they said they last saw Summer on the swing.
Well, then she's calling Candace and Don a liar right in that statement.
Yeah.
So again, she's proving she's a fucking liar, then defending Candace and Don. See my point?
Yeah, I don't buy that. Mr. Positive, how you doing, man?
Mr. Positive. Yeah, how you feeling after all that fireball, sir?
Yeah, if I had 4 shots of Fireball, I'd be a little hungover. No question in the church, how close Robin was this summer. She had to know and see changes in summer, Christmas to June. Yeah.
Guys, I've had some weird, bizarre conversations with Robin that make no sense.
Yeah, the fact that she was
Totally fine with a 17-year-old mistress.
Yeah.
No big deal.
like, you would think that someone who's like a hardcore member of a church, infidelity is a
And married.
big no-no, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't, she kind of glazed over that and she focused on the fact that the girl was 17.
Yeah, it's okay. It's 17. Is that so bad?
Yeah.
I'm
For a 50-some-year-old, yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah,
That's not good.
17. She also told me that her husband may have ran in a time or two or be acquaintances with Don B.
Mm-hmm. So this case is about Summer Wells and not the other people. It should be. It's not, but it should be. 17 is still a minor. I think depends where the age of consent is. I think in Canada the age of consent is 16.
Yeah.
So I could legally date a 16-year-old, although I wouldn't want to. That's disgusting. Yeah.
They're gonna clip that now.
Well,
Boy says he can legally date a 16-year-old.
Yeah, but they got to look at the look on my face when I'm talking about it. Who could date someone who you're old enough to be their parent? How could you date someone like that? If you're old enough to be their parent, how could you date them?
Oh.
That's, oh, no.
Yeah. If you can't buy your
Well, yeah, there's that too, but no. I don't have to worry about that anyway because I got Cher and I'm not letting her go. So, oh, she's eating her poutine. You both need tinfoil hats.
Mhm.
Do we have? I think we have some aluminum foil. We can
Yes,
make
we
them. We can make some
We're
tinfoil
not
hats.
wasting it on hats. I use it.
Well, that idea got shut down. That's exactly it, Jordine. You can't take anyone's word for this because you don't know who the hell's telling the truth and who's lying and just trying to make themselves look good or trying to make someone else look bad because they don't like them. And oh my God.
There's lies even from Ronnie Lawson.
Hey,
Did
Catalin.
she leave her house at 7 p.m.? Then how the hell was a 911 call at 6:29 p.m.? That makes no sense. So even Ronnie Lawson has discrepancies. Don and Candace have discrepancies. So who can we believe if we can't even believe in the sheriff?
Tennessee, the gap is 2 years. Well, yeah, if you're both minors, I think it's 2 years. That would make sense. I wouldn't want to go more than that. There's a game called hide and seek on the computer, so we don't know what the boys meant by that. I'm not even sure what that's all about.
How do we know that? The computer stuff has not been released. So how do we know that?
I remember someone talking about the Minecraft game being like an evil game, and it's not. My nephew is obsessed with that game, and it's just all building stuff. I personally don't get the
You take an evil because you're talking to people virtually, right? So yeah, it depends on how, but people just go on there and play games. But yeah, there's always bad seeds that use it to secretly talk to children and shit. You can talk to everybody, people almost on every freaking app now. I hate it.
Can't law enforcement either make it where Don has to stay off social media, or do you think they want him to talk and hope he slips?
They want him to talk.
They want everybody to talk, and hopefully somebody slips for sure. But I don't think they could force anyone to stay off social media. (37/56), right? I don't even know what that means. Minecraft has multiple game themes. Yeah, it's a popular game for kids. Actually, for adults too. I know there's a few adults that like to play. Oh, Tammy Wells says, if you need help in your life tomorrow, let me know. I'm on for you. 39 and 56. I don't even know what those. Oh, you're talking about Candace and Dawn. I don't know how old Candace is. I thought she was older than that. Maybe
no,
not.
she's around my age.
Yeah. Yes, that's a pretty big age gap there.
I think she's 34 and 37. And he's 53.
53? Oh, it's 56.
53 or 56. He told me one day, but I can't remember. Maybe it's 56.
They were playing outside, all inside. But they were playing outside, all inside TV games, lies. Boys were coupled inside all day watching YouTube games. Wouldn't you want to go outside and play? Yeah, well, that's like a stigma for youth today. I mean, back when I was a kid, we were always outside. But now all they want to do is be on their phones or their iPads or whatever. Did Cher interview Robin or the church people? No, she talked like privately with Robin a fair bit. but that was it.
Yeah, I didn't record it or nothing.
Yeah, Petty. It's as adults, it's like 30 something and 50 something. It's not that bad. But if you're like 20 and 10, that's not good. When did they get together? I'm not too sure, but it must have been like at least 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone find it odd? Don said he isn't allowed to talk to the boys about Summer, so he snuck and talked to one of the boys about Summer. I didn't see that part, but I heard about it, and yeah, it is weird. I mean, was he probing to see what he's told,
That's normal.
or is it like if you look at it like this, like an innocent man and his daughter's missing and his sons are gone, he might want to talk to his son about his son's sister, like how you holding up, buddy, kind of thing.
They're not
I
allowed.
don't know if that was it.
The
I
reason
know
why,
they're not.
yeah, is because I think they're kind of treating the boys as witnesses. Don can't be talking to them about Summer because it could be considered trying to manipulate them, change their mind, or whatever. But I think at the same time of them being parents and trying to do what the state legal thing is of allowing certain visits, phone calls, whatever, they have to allow that. But they can say, don't talk about Summer if they're being treated as witnesses, because Don is not allowed to badger a witness and all of that. Or try to, as being a parent, you can easily manipulate your children to try and say different things. I was told of, yeah, the system's crazy.
Foxy Lady, I don't think we're going to get any answers. Unfortunately. It's become so much just about Don. And we know that Don wasn't there. We know he was at work that day.
We don't know that.
Well, unless you got a whole bunch of witnesses to.
Well, here's the thing. FBI, nobody has released that. FBI, law enforcement, TBI, nobody. So we don't even know for sure if that's true. Or again, why are they not coming out and saying, back off the parents? Just like in the Coley case. Back off the parents, people. It's not them. It's easy enough for them to just say that much. Back off the parents and let us do our job. That's all they really have to say. But they're not doing that. They're not confirming that either one of them had alibis. But yeah, when he said don't talk to the kids right away, I thought, okay, they're being treated as witnesses. And that tells me that they are definitely suspects and don't want Don tampering with the boys. But by law, I have to give him visitation rights until he's in prison.
Well, until this gets resolved,
Yeah,
one way or the other. Well, that's the thing, world less traveled. Just because they aren't saying it doesn't mean they haven't done it. Like they aren't, law enforcement haven't told us anything. The only thing I've heard from law enforcement is they're still looking and everybody's a suspect or everybody's a person of interest or however they phrased it. Basically, they're saying that anything is possible at this point. They don't know enough to rule anybody out. Yeah, Betty, I'm not a fan of Lawson. I don't think that I think they made some major mistakes with this case. My cat plopped down on my phone and closed YouTube. Big butt kitty. Self-made mom. Was that the? I think that's the Jenna that Cher was saying before. Always trashes her. Different police stations handling these two cases. I wouldn't compare the two. Take like a grain of salt. Yeah. Yeah, we got to take everything we hear with a huge grain of salt. Because there's people who just make shit up and then try and spread it around. I don't know why someone would do that, but it's happening. I don't believe H saw her phone or deleted anything. I really don't believe anything he said because he clearly was coached by his mom. I mean, we've lost at this point, they all lie. Yeah, I don't buy the whole H saw that text that said it's done in her deleted texts on her phone. Like, the kid borrows someone's phone, it's for a reason. He wants to do something. It's not going to, like, go through her phone and look for something. That I just didn't buy that. You have snow up there yet, Mark? Nope, not yet, but it's coming. We're getting cold enough. It's kind of raining here a little bit. Starting to believe something happened this summer before the 15th. Yeah, it's possible. But that would mean how many people are in on it. 'Cause then you have Don, Candace, Grandis, Hunter, and his mom, at least. Yeah, Rhonda, I never believed that it's done thing. Oh, and the other thing, his mom, late that night when someone went missing, he was unreachable, apparently at a baseball game or something, and her phone was dead. Now, you guys all have phones. You know when you start getting below 30% on your phone, you start panicking. I got my charger. My phone cannot die. It's your lifeline. You Nobody lets their phone die unless something is really, really weird. So yeah, that one didn't make sense. I think Candace had a thing for H. I don't know about that, but it is weird. Like, you got Candace who's an adult, and you got Summer who's 5, and H is, was he 15? Something like that. Shouldn't be hanging around with either of them. Summer's too young, Candace is too old. So why are they even hanging out? Oh, Shannon, does it have uh, the date of Don's interview, Don and Candace? I'd like to know that because apparently it's coming up soon, but we don't know when. And I don't have cable, so I can't see it. Awake in the Ark, good morning. Maybe she did use Summer to get H around. Who knows? At this point, nothing would really surprise me. Very true, Shannon. Canada used to be a very awesome place. Used to be. We've kind of lost ourselves. But that's for a whole other video. You still have a home phone? Holy crap. Why did Don say she's going down? You'd have to ask him, but I would think in his drunken stupor, he was in the mindset then, well, if it's me or her, it's going to be her. Hey, Grandpa's Adventures. Yeah, Foxy Lady. I don't see how there'd be an attraction there, but I don't know. People are weird. I drink water out of coffee cups. That part isn't weird to me, anyways. Well, no one gets smarter when they're drunk. That's for damn sure. Whole world's lost themselves, not just Canada. Well, that's true. Yeah, we are regressing as a species. I say that all the time. Is it cheaper to live? Oh, chat jumped right before that. Is it cheaper to live in Canada? I think it depends where. We pay a lot more in taxes up here because we have free healthcare. We actually don't have free healthcare. We pay for it in taxes. But yeah, we're devolving. Yeah. So there you go, Miss Wednesday. There are definitely times I'd rather not have a phone. I know I'm missing a lot of questions and stuff, but the chat jumps on StreamYard. So, well, technically it is. Like, you don't get a bill. We got to pay for our meds, eye care, and dental. We got to pay for. But if I like need surgery, that's free. They can, but they're they keep changing it. They keep saying they're going to open up the borders to people who are vaccinated, and then they always default to it has to be for work reasons or like has to be essential. Like Cher didn't have a problem going back and forth because she is a Canadian citizen and she has kids in the US, so they can't keep her out of either place. But I tried to go to the States and they wouldn't let me. Now they might, but like we're hoping that that'll happen so we can actually go down there and visit. How much cigarettes cost in Canada? They're about $18 a pack of 25. I think they're 25. Yeah, 25. The thing about Canada is, well, I can't speak for the whole country, but here, like in this area, we do have really good surgeons. So if you need like a surgery, you're in good hands here. But as far as like for me, what it took them 3 years to diagnose me with MS. It took a long time. Yeah, if you can get cigarettes at the reserves, but the closest reserve here they won't sell to you unless you are native. They won't sell to white boys. No, Don never struck Candace while he was on live with us. Actually, I think Candace had hit Don a couple of times, but no, it was never the other way around. That was a first. Yeah, I don't think saying res is insulting. It's just short for reservation. Honey!
There was a giant eyeball balloon at that Travis Scott festival.
Oh my goodness. At the Travis Scott Festival, there was a giant eyeball balloon.
So you already know what I think.
Mm-hmm. The all-seeing eye.
And his dome thing of him, it looks like he's summoning demons.
The waiting list is huge. Yeah. Like I'm gonna have to make a doctor's appointment because I'm still having intestinal issues. It'll probably be a good week or two before I see the GP. And then after that, it'll probably be at least a month before I see the specialist. Yeah, it takes way too long. The only way you can get immediate care is if it's an emergency. And we're in Saskatchewan for baby. Say this, I'm rewinding the show now. But the boys was there. Don't y'all think they would said something by now to somebody if their parents or grandmas did it? Well, I'm pretty sure the boys said what they knew.
I think they have, but I think again until the boys wouldn't know where is Summer. So they might be holding on to something we all don't know about. And maybe the boys have said something and we aren't to know. Maybe that's why they don't want Don talking about Summer to them too. Could be anything really. Hey, Cher. 11:49.
Almost lunchtime. Oh, that's interesting, Rosalie. That punch, I question, because how did Candace know he was still on the live? Yeah, because he thought he hung up, right? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if she was on there or not. I don't know. He didn't, like, obviously, like, I don't want to say mean, but if I were to, like, punch someone in the throat, they wouldn't be able to talk.
No, you can tell there was a stuff.
Yeah, there was something, but it wasn't like he really hauled off and cranked her one.
He maybe tried to like shove her out of the way or something or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it was as bad as people were saying, but definitely wrong.
Hey, true crime commentary. Foxy Lady, yeah, she's getting dentures.
Foxy lady?
Mhm.
Foxy lady? I don't know if that's the same one from
I don't know, but she's going through the process too.
Awesome.
Well, hope it goes well for you, Foxy Lady.
Yeah. Ain't it very emotional? Or am I the only one that was fighting back tears at the dentist office?
Well, it's a big deal. And it's been a long time coming too, so. She would have guessed for air. Yeah. I mean, he might have just given her a backhand or whatever, which shouldn't. It's not appropriate. Man should never strike a woman. But,
yeah. But I don't think it was.
And Christy Taylor's getting dentures soon too.
Yeah, I know people make fun of me for my dental work, but honestly, in the United States alone, it's gotta be like over 500,000. A lot of people have bad dental. They need to do better with dental for people, the government.
Well, dental should be part of regular healthcare. So should your eyes.
But it's a necessity, so they have to fuck you with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can screw you because they can. Is she getting dentures or implants? She's gonna get the dentures, right?
They're denture implants.
Like a hybrid.
They're dentures that screw in instead of.
It's not an individual tooth though.
No, it's all.
That the whole plate screws in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like permanently attached, but they're like two pieces.
They're called permanent dentures, but you just take them off once a year for a cleaning.
I'll have to look into how to clean them because I don't think you're supposed to use regular toothpaste on dentures.
No, he said I just brushed my teeth.
Oh, really?
Just brush your teeth.
See, I'm not of the loop because I only know about my parents, and that's a long time ago.
Yeah, the ones you take out, you put in like bubbly. There's tabs you put to clean them. Like
Mhm.
people take them out at night or sleeping.
Yeah.
But mine won't come out. So you guys can hear me talk all day, and my teeth will stay in. Lucky you guys.
Hmm.
You know, people telling me to shut up now. I'm gonna be screaming all day long when I have my teeth.
Have you seen the video report from YouTube? MTGV Summerwell's babysitter speaks out. Makes me think she was Jody Sue. It was anonymous. No, I've never heard anything about that about babysitter. The reservations up there, are they Inuit? No, Inuit, it would be way further north. I don't know what I wouldn't want to guess and insult people. I would guess Cree, but I really don't know. Most of the native people I know don't live on the reservation. They just live with us, just like regular human beings. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Silent. You got all your teeth pulled and dentures put in afterwards the same day. Holy.
Damn it! I just missed Shan Camp's live stream.
Got to get a water pick to clean around the gums. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So who lives on the reservation? Well, native people, the only people who can. But I'm saying that, like the ones I know, a lot of them, they don't want to live on reservation. They don't like it there. Appreciate that, Sherry. Yeah, Foxy Lady. They said it would take roughly a year for everything.
Yep, from start to finish.
I agree, TV. He should be doing a lot more pleading for Summer to be brought home or whatever. But it's just become the Dawn show. Not as far as I know, they don't have same day stuff. I think didn't they say they give you some like temporary dentures? But yeah, but they're not that fast here. Like to take a mold of her mouth after her teeth are pulled and everything.
Well, yeah, and
It's
that's
not going to
the
happen
thing.
the same day.
This is all basically gonna be custom made to my mouth, screwed on. Like it's gotta be basically perfect. It's all 3D printed and shit. That and some people have bad after they get all of their teeth pulled. A lot of people, I guess, get very bad infections, and some it takes your bone has to heal before the screws can go in.
Yeah, it depends on
And that
depends on the condition of your mouth at the time they were pulled, right?
yeah, but they like to plan for about 5 months to heal with the screws in there.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, what's the cost for the implants in Saskatchewan? That's what, 5,200?
Yeah, I'm getting
5,200 for that, and then whatever that doesn't include getting the teeth pulled.
which is gonna be like $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah. So all in all, it'll be around 8,000.
But they screw in. They only come out once a year for cleanings, and They last for up to 25 years.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty good. Oh yeah, be careful smoking. Yeah, she has said she wants to stop. Just go to just edibles or something.
Also, then in the closet, they opened it.
Oh, we finally got that thing open.
Yeah. Cat fight in the closet.
I think some of it is covered, but some of it isn't because it's not. I think they consider dental to be like elective, which like just because you're in pain doesn't mean you need the surgery kind of thing. I don't really know how they get around the technicality of we're supposed to have free healthcare. But there's like in BC, a province in Canada, it's not free. You have to pay. Like when I was living there like 20 years ago, it was $54 a month I had to pay. You have to pay it. Drink your coffee with a straw.
What you doing? Why?
And claim the cost on your income tax. I'll be able to claim some.
So you need it replaced right away?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk. Like I'm self-employed, so I just take my stuff to H&R Block. But I'm gonna have to talk with them about it. Can I claim Cher as a dependent? So yeah, I'm not really sure how that works. And if I claim her as a dependent, then her medical expenses I can claim.
So we need to.
But if she's gonna do her own income tax thing,
What?
then she can claim it. You can claim some medical. Actually, yeah,
Can you still
that's a
use
really good
your
idea
name?
because if she's listing herself as a YouTube personality, uh, cosmetic fixes because you're on camera, like it's just like being an actor and actress. It is tax deductible. So yeah, we're definitely going to be looking at that.
All right, well, let me call. I'll call you back.
How long do you have to be in Canada to become a citizen? I honestly don't know. I was born here, so I really can't say. I've got one couple of gray mustache hairs I'm gonna have to get rid of because I keep thinking there's something in my mustache. An abscess tooth can really kill you. Yeah, yeah. There's a link between gum disease and heart disease. Like it's legit because if bacteria gets in your bloodstream, anything can get infected. I haven't spoke to Benny, but I've been texting him, and he's hanging in there. He's going through some stuff, but yeah, I don't understand their health system. I don't understand that stuff either. Well, she doesn't have a job up here. She's well just YouTubing basically. So I don't know. I don't know if she can claim any of that. We'll look into all that though. Morning, light pink mommy. Yeah, yeah, because she is very self-conscious about it. And honestly, I tell her all the time, I don't even notice. But I was just trying to talk you up a little. But I definitely understand. Like this bugs me that I'm missing this guy. Like I try not to have a great big toothy smile because I look like a dumb redneck. So yeah, I definitely get it. Yeah, I'm very much looking. Hey, you guys cool it. You get carried away, Chubbs. Every now and then, Chubbs will take a notion and just kick the crap out of Matthias. And Matthias is all tiny and frail compared to Chubbs. Chubbs is like a half pit bull, half cat. Thank you, Lady R.
Your entry was not recognized. Enter.
How cold is it here? It's hovering just above freezing. That's the thing, Michelle. I hate hockey. I hate it. I can't. I like playing road hockey as a kid, but skating, I never liked it. Watching hockey on TV, no. Actually, I don't really like watching sports on TV at all. I find it boring. My fiance just had his pulled. No, we have to come up 1,200 just to get his top dentures. Yeah. Yeah, it ain't cheap, is it? Give her my regards. I believe her. She says Don and Andrew are the same wicked. I just got footage of a wild cat on my property. Yeah, when cats are feral, that's no joke. They can be pretty damn vicious. Mr. Positive, my thing before the voice of reason, like back when I was a biker, was the world's worst Canadian. Because I hate poutine. I don't like hockey. Pretty much anything that's inherently Canadian, I don't really care for. I'm always bashing our healthcare system and our government, though I'd bash any government because I think government is an outdated concept to begin with. It's like having parents as a grown-up. Like, we're not children anymore. We can manage ourselves. I'd rather keep all the money I make and then everything I need, it's up to me to do. Have minimal taxes to fix roadways and stuff, but other than that, everything else, you're on your own. Michelle, that's another thing. I don't like maple syrup. I like Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima, there's nothing. Aunt Jemima syrup is the bomb, y'all. And then why the hell they take her off the bottle? How was that insulting? That shit was delicious. Thank you, Silent. Yeah, lots of people don't bother with thumbs up or down. It doesn't mean as much as it used to on YouTube. It used to be like a major part of the algorithm. You got a lot of thumbs up, YouTube pushed your video, but it doesn't do that anymore. They just count it as an interaction, which is a good thing. But no, Mark, you're breaking my heart. It's true. Thank Black Lives Matter for her removal of the bottle. You know, yeah, they did. Her and is it Uncle Ben? Yeah, Uncle Ben. They took him off the rice box. I don't know. That just seems insulting to me. Because if it was a black woman who came up with that syrup, what's wrong with having, like, obviously it's not her picture on there. It was a model, but why is that? Why is that racist? Why is that bad? We're going backwards with all this. Like, we are equal. Like black, white, Asian, like we're all equal. We're different. We look different. Our bodies are different, but we're equal. Like we don't need to like take everything and just make it Manila. We can celebrate people from all walks of life. We don't have to just like get rid of all of it. That's where I think we really went wrong. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with this, but just kind of follow me for a second. Religion in schools. That's where I think we took the first wrong step, and that's how we got to where we are. It started off because people of different religions felt isolated, right? Because it was mainly Catholic and Protestant that was accepted in the school system. So it's understandable that people who were, say, Buddhist or Jewish or whatever did feel isolated. I get that. Instead of cutting out all religion, they should have brought in all religions. So everyone in that class, if you had a Wiccan and a Catholic and a Protestant and Hindu and Buddhist and whatever, you would celebrate all those religions in that class. You accept everybody. You don't just delete everything. You make it a blank slate and then there's just nothing. What's the point of that? But as soon as you start doing that, then people, you give an inch, they take a mile. Then before you know it, you can't say Merry Christmas to people because that's insulting. And then you have people taking it even further than that. They want, like, you got the pronoun thing. And if someone asked me to use a different pronoun than what I thought I should use for them, I would. But if they start demanding that I do, and in Canada, if you don't, it's actually a crime, it just gets so weird. So yeah, a lot of people don't like that. They think that was a good idea, but I think that's where we went wrong, because that's when we started taking, like, screwing the majority over to appease the minority. And it shouldn't be that way. There should be no majority and minority. It should just be everybody. That kind of sounds like a communist, but that's not what I meant. I say Merry Christmas all the time. I don't think it's insulting. I know, like, lots of people don't celebrate Christmas, and that's fine. If you do Hanukkah or whatever. Religion is not an answer. Education about religion is a good idea. That's exactly what I just said, Michelle. Thank you. That's exactly what I meant. Education about religion. You bring in them all, and you educate all the children about all the religions. You don't just say, okay, no more of anything. Because yeah, you can't say Merry Christmas in public now, and it's going to keep getting worse. People are just looking for reasons to fake being upset about something, and then we got to change it. Can't have a picture of a black lady on syrup because it's racist. It's not racist. Everybody likes syrup. Well, not everybody, but I mean, who doesn't like pancakes and syrup? That's not racist. If they had a picture of a white guy on there, do you think I would be upset? I wouldn't even notice. Islam has to be the worst. Well, if you go like Old Testament Catholicism, it ain't good. So yeah, I'm not judging anybody. Every religion has fanatics, but if you just go with the basic principles and pretty much treat people the way you would like to be treated, I mean, if you live by that basic principle, you are ill-informed. No, I'm not. The racist part was she was cuffed. It shows her face. She's not cuffed on there. Catholic religion is New Testament only. Well, I was Roman Catholic, and we were taught the Old Testament too. It's part of our Bible. We focus on the Christianity side, New Testament, Jesus. Yeah, but that's not all part of it. We just kind of ignore. It's like, yeah, that happened, but let's not talk. Cancel culture. That's, yeah, the word was escaping me, but that's exactly it. If anything is just slightly upsetting to any single person, you just cancel all of it. That's not the way it should be. Because what's happening? I mean, you got comedians getting, look what happened to Kevin Hart. Because he made, well, it wasn't really appropriate and it would be insulting to gay people, but look at how he got dragged through the mud for that. Snowflakes. Roseanne Barr, that was another one. I can't even remember what it was she had said. But yeah, she got her whole show canceled. Need a heater, yeah. It'd be nice to have a heater out here. It's not that cold yet though. It's when you gotta like put on your jacket and your boots and toque and everything to go and have a smoke. I should just quit. I really do need to quit. Some Subway stores stopped selling ham. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I can understand, you don't force people to have ham because of their religion. That would definitely be a big no-no, but for it to be an option for other people, I don't see how that's wrong. Why is one race better than the other? Because some do believe and some don't. I'm so glad my kids are old enough to not be in school. It's okay to teach Muslim, but not Christian. Yeah. No race is better than any other race. We're all human beings. Yeah. Yeah, the tomato fruit thing. I mean, it has seeds, so technically it is, but although there are people who just will just eat a tomato. It's actually not bad. Put some salt on it. We're all from the same universe, exactly. We're all human beings. You know what's funny about that, Shannon? We don't actually all shit the same way. There are other places in the world where they don't have, it's not a typical toilet that you sit on. It's more like a basin that you squat over. And actually, if you Google it, it's better for your bowels if you're in a full squat. It helps open up everything down there better. So yeah, somewhere along the lines we chose comfort and we don't fully get in the proper position. Mr. Shear, you should be vaping instead of smoking. Yeah, I agree. I've tried vaping and it just I cough and cough and cough and cough. What I should do is buy a vape and stop smoking and just use the vape, and then I'll get sick of it because I'm always coughing, and then I'll just quit. That's interesting. Yeah. Anyone right, or they all derive from? Because most religions do have the same basic principles, like don't kill each other, be nice. You know, the good thing, like I know religion is a big, it's very controversial, but like the basic principle of it, it instills morals in you, and we are sorely missing that nowadays. Like when I was a kid, we respected our elders. We never like the way kids behave nowadays. It's so different than when I was a kid. And I think, like I said, I know a lot of you don't agree with me, but taking religion out of schools, that that definitely had a negative impact, because it was about pushing a certain religion, obviously, but it shouldn't have been. But to get rid of it completely and not devote some time to teaching children morals, that's just not right. And yeah, we've gone off the rails. You don't believe their religion, they want to kill you. Well, not all of them, but yeah, there are some. And yeah, a lot of stuff that's going on in the name of whatever God is not right, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, when people get fanatical about religion, that's when it becomes a problem. It's not about it's not about one being right over the other to me. It's just about instilling morals so people treat each other with respect. Yeah, more natural law, more so of that than religion. Yeah. Because if you push one ideal over another, you're going to have problems. That's a really cool idea, Seymour. I like that. I hope it works for you. I'm quitting smoking isn't. I quit years ago. I quit, and I quit for 3 years. I was good, and I started dating a girl who smoked. So I'd have a puff, and then I'd borrow one, and then before you know it, I bought a pack, another pack, and right back to where I was. And yes, I do have a brother actually. Hispanic culture still respects their elders. Yeah, like if our culture still had that fundamental base, but we don't. Like we relied on religion to keep that for us. And once we got rid of religion, and now it's like it's almost a stigma to say you believe in God, like you're actually mocked. But I don't know. Like some people, they don't think there is a God. They think that we just somehow came into existence out of sheer luck. I personally don't believe that. I mean, even going off the Big Bang, all the material in the universe was condensed in this one tiny spot that somehow just got too hot and exploded. Okay, well, how did all the material get there to begin with? Right? But then if you go on the other side of the coin and you say, well, if God made all the material and put it there, what made God? How did God just exist? Right? So it doesn't matter how far back you go, there's always, well, Who made that? Who put the material there? Who put God there? I don't think we'll ever know. Carmen, I do too. I've had things happen to me that are so astronomical that, yeah, I have to say it's a divine power. Land Lakes did that too. They kept, yeah, the chicken and egg scenario, yeah. People who don't believe in God will when they stand before Him. There you go. Yeah, like what I always say about believing in God or not, like I can be friends with people who believe in God, I can be friends with people who don't. But if we ever argue about it, I say, okay, well, if I'm wrong and nothing happens when we die, no harm, no foul. But if I'm right, when you die, you're gonna have some problems. So I mean, even if someone is on the fence, it's better to kind of err on the side of caution that, yeah, this is all a test and you're going to be judged. Who named him God? That's interesting. Hope we come back. Reincarnation, that's, yeah. A lot of people believe in reincarnation, and that could be what happens too. I kind of hope that that's how it works. If you live a good life, you come back and you have a better life. If you have a crappy life, you come back and have a worse life. And you got to work your way back. Actually, you guys ever watch, there's a Netflix show called The Good Place? It's got Ted Danson and a couple other. It starts off a little hinky, but it gets pretty good. And actually, by the end, it really shines a light on, if we could choose how the universe all worked, it would be the ideal system, I think. But yeah, that's a really good show. If you guys haven't watched it, you should give it a shot. Ask that question for years and years. Yeah, we can ask these questions, but there's no answers. Anything Hollywood comes up with, I don't trust. Yeah, there's that, isn't there? God would not have us reincarnate. Well, I don't know him. I told my husband I will be. I told my husband I will be glad when I die. Won't have to deal with here. Oh, geez, Sue. Wouldn't advise watching it if it has to do with Christianity or your faith. Well, it does it kind of pokes at a few different religions, but not in a bad way. Religion is spiritual politics. I like that. I like that, Lonnie. That is kind of true. If you go too deep and you start judging other religions, you wind up with problems. Because, yeah, I just don't want to not wake up. I don't want it to end. I understand that, Kelly. I mean, either way. I mean, if there's heaven after, then great. But if there's nothing after, I don't want this to end. But it has to. Hey, DTC Primetime, got coffee. Yeah, we're going to be getting on lunch right away here. I'll keep going while Cher's still on the phone because I got nothing else to do. Well, we lost quite a few viewers once we delved into religion, but honestly, I don't care. I like talking about controversial things. It's kind of my jam because I don't really take a hard stance on anything, but I do like to debate with people. Do you, no matter what's next? Exactly. Yeah. Live your life, no matter what. What's that movie called? Well, I was talking about a TV series on Netflix, if that's what you meant. It's called The Good Place. But honestly, like the very end, I teared up. I'll admit it. Shan can't say what? We do have great conversations here. Like we can get into some pretty controversial stuff, and we're okay. Fork. Why can't I say fork? Bye for now, Foxy Lady. Yeah, the one politics seems to be like the worst one, especially for Americans. Like the Trump thing, that's always like you'll have people who are really pro-Trump and people who are really anti-Trump, and it gets intense. Me personally, I'm basically anti-government. I don't. We're not children anymore. We don't need someone lording over us telling us what we can and can't do. Politics is a dog and pony show for the sheeple. Yeah, honestly, my life doesn't matter who's in charge. My life doesn't really change. My taxes might go up or go down, little minor things, but really my life stays the same. Yeah, Rios, I really like it. I know Cher wasn't really a big fan, but she went through it with me. I've watched it through a few times. America is rough. So is Canada. A couple people pro-Trump. I gotta say there aren't too many people who are saying they're pro-Biden. Like that guy, he can't even get out of a sentence. Like I have serious concerns about him being able to run a country. I think that just shows you that it isn't actually one person running the country. Seriously, I have issues with the fact that if you're not religious and believe in God, you shouldn't be in U.S. high up politics. That to me is effed. Yeah, I would have to say I'd have to agree with that. You shouldn't have to be super religious to be president or high up in politics. Yeah, see that's a problem too, is because and that's mostly Christianity based religions, but they don't seem to like that doesn't really seem to overshadow what they do for the country so much. But I do agree it shouldn't bear any weight on whether or not they can be politicians. Trudeau and Biden should get on a slow boat to know where they're both useless. Agreed. Oh, I so agree. Ever since Trudeau came in, Canada has been on a downhill. It is not good. He basically only cares about where he lives. He doesn't care about the rest of the country. It's bad. Well, there's that too, Silent. I mean, that's how the country was founded. But like I had said earlier, I don't think the answer is just getting rid of God and all religion. I think you should welcome other, because the whole concept is to welcome all walks of life. That was always the goal. You know, then maybe
Yeah,
we've been talking about religion.
religion. I just had a major catastrophe with all the children because my 13-year-old who has ADHD gets very upset when he tries to take care of something and it breaks. But anyways, his phone broke. It was a mess. So, I had to replace it.
Hmm.
Or else I can't talk to him. So,
It's I don't know about welcoming some religion. Some of them are pretty harsh. There's good and bad. Like, if you go really deep into any religion, it gets bad. It gets to the point where it's my way or the highway kind of thing. It's not good. But there are some, like, parts of Islam, like kill all the infidels and all that stuff. But that's only a tiny segment of it too. Like, there are plenty of Muslims who don't follow that. Just like there are plenty of Catholics and Christians and whatnot who are fundamentally good, but then there are plenty who are like awful. Like, if you aren't part of that specific religion, you're evil. Yeah, that's where like the whole Jesus thing, that was, yeah, that's kind of like the whole, everybody just be nice to each other. Alrighty. But
leftover chicken for lunch and then pasta for dinner.
sure. Well, we're gonna do the lunch thing. We've been going for a little over 2 hours, so we're gonna cut it off. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming in and having a chat. And yeah, we kind of got away from true crime, but whatever. It was still a good one.
Shannon made your life at the very goddamn end of it.
Viper 6. Yeah, be nice. Exactly. That's what all you need to know about life is just be nice. Treat others as you want to be treated, and you'll be all right.
Amen.
Amen. Kind of fitting to have this talk on a Sunday, actually. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and we love you, and we'll talk at you on Voices Behind the Wall tomorrow night. You do not want to miss that one. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Voices Behind the Wall. Links in the description, because that's going to be one hairy interview. It's going to be wicked. So,
And totally blunt tonight.
oh, and Totally Blunt with Cher tonight. That's about the Travis Scott.
Yep.
The Travis Scott thing. So that's going to be interesting too. Links in the description. And yeah, you can see my ugly mug tonight and tomorrow. And yeah, all prairie all the time. All right. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day. And that's about it. Later.